All right, timer now is 5:18. Let's talk weather, and boy, do you have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, get out there early if you can. Just allow a lot of extra time this morning. The roads are certainly wet. Some of them are even covered with water from the rain that fell in the overnight pretty heavily. This is what it looks like along Highway 50. Just wanted to show you that as the cars go by, you can certainly see that spray in the headlights and taillights. This is the Sunrise Overcross here. And so it's that kind of morning. And again, some spots seeing a lot more rain than others. 55 in Sacramento and Stockton still lingering with some rain. Modesto, a good rain coming down right now at 53. And we're hovering near the freezing mark at the South Shore with that snow level bouncing around 6,000 feet or so. So you can see on Doppler radar two distinct areas of rain falling in the overnight the past few hours. One to the north around Yuba City, Marysville and Wheatland, and then the other through the San Joaquin Valley. And this is where we're still hanging on to some pretty good rainfall rates, meaning that it's coming down hard enough that you really have to use the windshield wipers and you have to take it at a slower pace hitting the roads, especially along 99. That drive through Modesto, Manteca, and then out towards 120, Oakdale, Farmington, really getting some good rain. Same thing around Tracy. If you have any plans to head westward towards Tracy, you're going to be in rain. It's just not quite as heavy as it was maybe a half hour ago. We're still getting rain around Sacramento, but again, it hasn't been nearly as heavy here. But you push off to the east and head into the foothills, it really picks up towards the Placerville area, and at least through Rockland and Roseville. It has been too wet. No doubt it's been raining, but it hasn't been as hard as what it was coming down as in the Yuba City and Marysville area. So we have two spots. We have flood advisories. These are just telling you that, yeah, those low-lying, poor drainage areas might have a hard time collecting all that water to get it off the roadway. So just be mindful of that around the Highway 20 and 65 corridor to the north, and then also around Stockton, Modesto, and into the Mother Lode. Allow extra time, especially in these locations. Let's check in with meteorologist Heather Waldman to talk specifics of just how much rain has fallen in these areas.
Yeah, Eileen, I really want to focus in on those two areas that you highlighted where we have those flooding advisories. We'll start off to the north in the Yuba and Sutter County regions. Marysville, 24-hour rainfall totals close to 2 inches. Look at the number there for Wheatland in the Dry Creek area, almost 2.5 inches. So certainly along part of your drive along Highway 65 or Highway 20 there through Yuba County, you may encounter some standing water. Of course, some of those side streets may have some standing water as well. Down into the San Joaquin County area, Stockton, just under 1.5 inches of rain in the past 24 hours. And as Eileen was just talking about, a lot of this has really come within the last 3 to 6 hours or so with those intensified rainfall rates. You head eastbound along Highway 4, about 3/4 inch of rain there. Just shy of 3/4 inch of rain into Modesto as well, and headed over the Altamont into the Livermore area. You'll run into close to 1 inch of rain in the past 24 hours. Into the foothills, Jackson, 3/4 inch of rain so far, almost 1 inch just up Highway 4 from the Arnold area. Twain-Hart also coming in with close to 1 inch of rain. So that'll be a spot worth watching as we go through the next couple of hours, just watching for any runoff. Now in Sacramento County, the rainfall numbers a lot lower, as Eileen was just alluding to. We haven't seen the heavy rain really. Sacramento International Airport over the last 24 hours, just over 1/2 inch of rain. Elk Grove, Folsom, Rockland, all under 1/2 inch of wet weather. We're not totally done with the rain just yet. Eileen, we'll send it back over to you for a look at the rest of the day.
Yeah, we're going to talk about when it's going to taper here with Futurecast. Thanks, Heather. We're looking at the San Joaquin Valley hanging on the next couple of hours and into the Mother Lode with that steadier rain. But notice by 8, 9 o'clock this morning, we're talking more scattered showers throughout the valley. Even in the foothills where you'll see that steadier rain this morning, it should taper in intensity through the rest of this morning. And even up in the Sierra where we had that snow above 6,000 feet, that too should taper to just some snow showers by midday. Notice in the afternoon there are a couple of pockets of yellow filling in here. The rain showers, there's an isolated chance we get a clap or two of thunder as we break out into a little bit of sunshine this afternoon. Certainly not a washout the rest of the day. Improving conditions overall, and we might squeeze out another 1/10 or 2 of rain in portions of the Sacramento area and Stockton at best. And then you push up into the foothills, especially in the Mother Lode, we'll probably see more than 1/2 inch of rain still lingering this morning. So just be mindful, take it slow on the roads this morning as we have seen quite a bit of rain, but it should taper through the day to just some showers. Tomorrow morning we've got fog in store as we clear out some tonight. Then in the afternoon a mix of sun and clouds, and then Wednesday some showers move through. This looks like light rain with maybe several inches of